is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C. And if you are listening to this podcast, should be episode 48 or 47. It'll be posted, y'all. Which is Tasha C show, which I'm using a speaker. A disclaimer, just to let y'all know in advance. Actually, if y'all hear any clicks or sound effects, because of when I'm using the speaking recorder system in order to create these podcasts, it will have y'all hear sometimes clicks. Like, for example, I'm going to a web page, or occasionally I get a notification, or in other rare cases, if I get a call. So I'm just letting y'all know in advance, if y'all listening to it, and the people who are listening right now, thank you for listening to my podcast and / another voting video, which bonus video podcast that is day 52 of my YouTube series, my 365 video journey. So again, as usual, as always, some random topics, and again, I have not shown my face, y'all. I will very soon, okay, y'all. But I am doing good. I am on day 52 at least, and I have been consistent. So yeah, I'm like, it seemed like it's been 1 month behind. But anyway, y'all, like I said, it's just the sound effects is, just the effects, and unless they have a feature where you can remove background sounds or knock off the sounds. I don't know how to do that, so it is what it is. Now, of course, this may be cliches. Some people, now this is pre-recorded. I'll upload it later on because it's still 11:49 p.m. on November 27th, 2019. So I'm going to upload it for tomorrow. Now, for people, we celebrate Thanksgiving Day, and if like the real history, whatever, you may not celebrate it still, call it Thanksgiving Day. But a cliche is just like, I will just say this real quick about what are you thankful for. Now, I'm thankful for a lot of things, but I will just say this real quick. I may not be where I want to be right now, but I'm thankful of where Father has accomplished and where I will be going. And by faith, so I'm thankful, great gratitude. I'm thankful that, hey, y'all, I even have a voice to even make a podcast and or video. I'm thankful for people in my life and the lessons that I've learned. And I'm thankful that I made it to another Thanksgiving Day and another day. And so forth. And the people in my life, they're my loved ones, and the people who are, that will continue this journey with me, as long as I'm supposed to be here. Okay? And then I hope to be, here a long time. I want to be young and grow up like my dad and stuff. My parents, you know what I mean? So, my mom and dad. But, like I said. So, anyways, let me get real quick to talk about a few things. Besides, I did just look on Fizz the Flat's Instagram, and I know he has a birthday bash with DJ Envy. Okay, next. Other than that, I did not know, because I'm like 3 episodes long, y'all. I gotta, catch up. That's going to be, I'm not going to say the exact date, but I am going to try. My goal is to do it by the end of the year, which is by the end of next month. Y'all, it's been, October, y'all. If you want to look at the horoscope part of it between that damn, challenging month or whatever, some of the stuff has rolled over. It may not be as bad, but it is some stuff right now that, like I said before, that is still happening. That's going on where it's like, okay, I don't feel like, as far as right now, like doing reviews, let me just keep it real. Not because I don't like to do them, but because of the, the stuff that happened, and, that it had me go behind and stuff again. And then, y'all, I ain't gonna lie, because I did not know, even though, sometimes they do have new shows on, day before Thanksgiving, and even sometimes day for Christmas Eve, I think, in most cases. But sometimes it'd be like reading, because, it'd be like a winter break, or the holiday winter break, that I did not know that there was a new episode 6 of The Oval. And heck, I was actually doing good. I think I did up to episode 3 or 4. So, like I said, I got right down on my list of the episodes I got to do. And, and take it from there. I know that's repetitive for me to always keep talking about behind the reviews, but I honestly did not know. And you know how I found out? Because I didn't, search and see, when it was, the new show was going to review, so I know that means sisters and stuff. Ashley Miller is someone I watch notifications, like I said. There's some of us who review and recap, a few of us that review and recap both shows. James Cobwell, for example. Who else reviews both shows? Hermit, TV Junkie, she also, I hope I'm saying her name right, also reviews both shows. Really Be TV, she reviews Sisters. Like I said, Bonneville reviews Sisters as well. I'm trying to see, I'm not trying to forget, I'm really trying to remember everybody who reviews, like, the shows in general. And some of us, like I said, review Broken. So, like I said, Ashley Miller actually reviews The Oval. So, that's what I was able to realize, like, oh my goodness, they came with a new episode. So, that's another episode I got to mark down and make up. Like I said, y'all, since Love had to lock up and it's so direct, but like I said, since I still had a couple episodes and I didn't want to leak them, I might as well just go ahead. I know that's like several episodes, but who knows? Some people may want to watch them. I just figured since I already had done so many episodes and I want to be more consistent, I do want to do them before next year or a month or something by now, because in a minute, in the beginning of the year, there's going to be a lot of new shows, coming, starting, some of them coming, in January, and that's around the corner. This is, we only got really like a few days left, and then snap on Sunday is the first day of December. So, that's just why I'm letting y'all know, y'all. Like I said, I know I still probably got to do, like I said, an update. I probably won't do it till like maybe like right before Christmas, like a fall and winter update on the HS. Today was windy as hell, y'all. It's been windy, at a high winter advisory. Heck, they were saying the light company that's like the Metro Detroit and Detroit area, there was a notification because I, have them on here besides the weather and the news app. The heck, it's like 23,000 people like a couple hours ago were still like 20,000 people or whatever, 16,000, quite a high ass number of people who are out of power due to the high winds. And the last time something crazy like this happened, y'all, was exactly 2 years ago, like March or something, 2017. And it was so bad up here in Michigan in high winds. Heck, we were almost out of like, lights for like 3 or 4 days. And it was kind of long, like this past summer, we were out for like a couple of days. It wasn't just one day out. It was kind of bad off, for a minute. But, it was March, so we had heavy clothes on. It was a lot of restaurants that were out, or you had to go to the next city and stuff because a lot of the power's out to the high winds, and people from other states had to help us. I just knew it was like at least 4 days. It was quite a bit of days, whatever, Now, I don't know if y'all heard it. It's still windy as hell outside. So I hope it ain't one of those type of winds that it was 2 years ago, y'all. Because like I said, it was in March and we were out of lights for days. And like I said, it was a lot of businesses that were affected over there. So, not to say you had to walk, drive 30 or 40 minutes to the next city. But it was where it was inconvenience, where it was a lot of places, a lot of lights were out and stuff. It was just too much. Okay, too much. So anyway, besides it being a windy ass day, really, okay, it was, okay, y'all, do y'all remember that classic movie Mary Poppins? I didn't see the new reboot, the sequel with the kids got grown, all this stuff. But come to think about it, y'all, that was one of my favorite movies for years. My dad had bought that for me, and he ended up having to buy it again because the first one got ate up by the VCR. If y'all wonder what the hell a VCR videotape is, Google that, please. Okay, but I remember getting that in a couple. That was actually one of my favorite movies I got for Christmas. I think it was like when I was 9 to 10 years old. It's windy like Mary Poppins windy outside. All this wind, because remember the wind, but Mary came, if you think about Mary Poppins came out of the sky as if she was coming from heaven or something like that. And, helping people with a damn umbrella and stuff. But she came from the wind. The wind flowed her ass with a damn umbrella down to the earth to help this darn family be a temporary nanny. But even though it was a catchy film, when you look at it now, remember, the part that really stands out, of course, Super had the Felicity has the docious, okay? That's still one of my favorite parts. I remember they got high off laughter, and they got so high, high off of supposedly laughter, and I think it was Mary Poppins' uncle. And one other part that stood out to me when I think about it, like, what the hell you talking about? Spoonful of sugar makes medicine go out. You telling people when you look at that now as a grown as adult, it's catchy as hell, but it's like you telling kids to be up there drinking spoonfuls of sugar and shit. Well, there's already enough damn sugar in the world. What the hell do we need to keep having unhealthy eating habits? But I mean, remember, if y'all remember seeing Mary Poppins, then y'all understand like some of the stuff now that they'll really be problematic kid. But I mean that was catchy as hell. But yeah. So we're dealing with that type of weather out here. But anyways, I know, like I said, y'all, I'm random. Here's also another thing I wanted to discuss is actually the Hawaiian buns, the Hawaiian, rolls. And I did not know until yesterday that you were supposed to bake them. You got the memes around, and that says, how old were you today to find out that you actually are supposed to bake them? And we get them, like of course the winter holidays and stuff, whatever, right? Especially, I don't know if we get them like the summertime, but it's a guarantee. We at least gonna hit it once around, the Christmas season and Thanksgiving and or both for other couple hours. But I mean, the Hawaiian rolls do make a couple guest appearances up in this household, okay? And there are a lot of people's like, bake? What do you mean baked? I think it was only one time that we baked those rolls. Now, the other rolls, the ones be looking yellow as hell. No, white. They look white as hell. Now, we bake those. But it's very seldom that we actually bake them. I think they just taste sweet or all. Since they were already brown and stuff. Shoot, I seriously thought that. I need to ask my sister. Like, sister, do you bake the Hawaiian rolls? I forgot to ask her that. I'll ask I'll ask her the next time. I did not know that you were supposed to bake them. They already were tasty. They tasted like they were already done. Minding, whatever. Not say minding the business. That's ignorant. What I meant to say is that they already were brown and stuff. They looked it cooked. They tasted cooked. I didn't know you actually are supposed to bake them. A lot of people I know, we just eat them fresh out of the thing. That's, not just as a household, but I know plenty of people who have the wine rolls and you have it whatever dinner or maybe by itself, whatever. And 9 times out of 10, you eat it by itself. So I'm like, are we eating it raw? Or is it just to give it a more toasty taste? Is it already a cooked, already a cooked bread? Not like a set roll, like when you get them other rolls, the white ass looking rolls. Shoot, I just had thought about it, like, what the hell? So anyways, y'all, another thing I wanted to talk about is I was in, I watched it pre-recorded, recorded live, another live of a Really Be TV. And they were talking about, I think one of the people that were in her chat were talking about, see, there's notification that's on my side, y'all. And I was seeing that there was a notification about their family. I don't know who the person was, because sometimes I kind of just listen to the live, the lives, whatever. I don't usually look what's in the chat. It's very seldom that I do, but I like sometimes just listening to them, even the few times that it is, like a live chat, depending on what it is, I'll just listen to it. What the hell? I don't know if y'all able to hear that. See, they said the damn high wind alert was supposed to stop at 9 p.m. It is 12 a.m. Technically, the next whole day, a whole 3 hours something has went. Has went and it's still windy as hell. And let me see, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm going to have to hear that click, because like I said, it's still it's sounding windy outside. I don't know y'all were able to hear it. I was putting my little microphone, which is actually my phone, but they ain't got no advisory stuff, but it still says cloudy and windy, and it's going to be windy. It's at least now they say now, based on looking at hourly, until 2 o'clock. I ain't going to be on that long. Heck, I didn't get that plan. But, and anyway, y'all, Besides, like I said, I got thrown off by that damn wind still going. I mean, it's not going like every 2 seconds, but it's enough where it's out there still acting up. But like I said, y'all, them damn pre-roll, I didn't know about the pre-rolls. But anyway, going back to the chat, a person was talking about they kind of had some of the people from Soul Food, the movie, and their family. And I had thought about it. They were talking about the series a little bit back and forth. And again, here's another confession. I actually watched majority of all the first season of Soul Food and watched 2 episodes 60, but I don't know if I complete, but I during had did all of it. But after the first season or the first season, whatever, I honestly did not watch except one episode of like say the other seasons. I didn't watch anything else in terms of the season. And it wasn't because it wasn't good, because like I said, y'all, it was a time where I used to watch a lot of TV. I watched movies with books, but like I said, the last time I was really a bookworm was like, when I was a bigger kid in my teens and stuff, and that was like my earlier teens. But like slowly, I'm getting to be back a bookworm, especially like I said, the convenience of audiobooks. Okay, even though I haven't listened to a book yet. Again, it's been a couple months since I had listened to a book. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember honestly the last book I had, y'all. But I mean, I did listen to a audiobook this year. I think I did. I think I did. But I know, like I said, one of the books, like I said, I remember was I listened to / read basically. What was it? 31 or 32 Candles. Like I said, The Queen Sugar. Like I said, well, I'm just glad I'm able to reread the books. No. I did listen to The Poetic X. And I think that's the last book I have listened to. I don't recall no other books, but those are the ones on top of my head that I know that I listened to and read. So, anyways, like I said, it's been a while. I kind of like started like watching YouTube more and watching like like movies or stuff on the internet, or even like watching movies. Like I watch TV. I'm starting to get back slowly, especially since because most of my commentary is about being a reviewer. Of some shows. That's how what has made me watch TV back again. Because a lot of times I don't watch TV like I haven't to, like I used to, in a while. There's a lot of stuff I haven't seen. I'm slowly starting to get back into shows. Like I said, I'm glad I enjoyed watching David Makes Man, because of the content, and I wanted to review a show that was different, and I'm glad I did. And Greenleaf, I decided to go ahead. So it made me also not only get a chance to review certain shows, but it's made me go back to like watching, TV again. Because like I said, I have not even really have watched it on and off in years, or I like watch it, but like once, it seemed like I got a certain age, I started becoming interested in certain shows. Like I watched it, catched up How I Gave Wood Murder, but then like through the first season, I stopped watching. I used to watch the first and the second, a couple seasons of course, the Have and Have Not. Then got sick of that darn plot line. I would just listen to people's reviews. But the Greenleaf, like I said, was one of those series where I actually picked up by watching it myself and also reviewing it. Because, I watched it the first season, I think except the last episode, and I listened to people's reviews, and I went ahead, last two seasons, and I went ahead and decided, you know what, I'm going to review recap, and I don't regret it. Okay, so I'm slowly starting taking a love for TV, and I'm listening to like Brady Love, so I'm starting to pick up, and like Love at the Lockup, and I started watching that, so I slowly went back to like listening to shows, and like the Oval and Sisters, like even though those shows are, can sometimes be a hit and miss, and even though I had to catch up with them, I'm starting to get back to kind of like liking, TV series again. And what I'm noticing, y'all, is like when I review stuff, I'm starting to get like my YouTube cousin, Mike B. Shout out to Mike B. I wonder when he's going to come back, whatever, because sometimes he does take, a couple hiatus too, then he comes back after a certain amount of couple months. And he used to do commentary, you know, on scripted show, like reality scripted shows, reality TV and scripted shows. And eventually, and he said it, and he was done with certain shows, and he eventually went to scripted series, which I understand. So it's gotten to a point now, y'all, where I am more comfortable now with like reviewing scripted shows as opposed to I probably have said this before, but like besides like Love and Hip Hop New York Return and like Love at the Locker Life series, I'll be doing that as well. And probably a couple in that the new show that coming in March that I first seen her post on J Lee Corner, like Love Goals with Coolio and Benzino, still with that Athena chick again, and a couple people, and if the marriage boot camp with I think Jocelyn's supposed to come to that. I don't know, but the thing is that it's just that the scripted show I'm starting to like more and review them. And like I said, it's just getting to a point where I prefer them unless it's certain specific script reality shows that I do. Because I was originally going to do Married Medicine, and I realized it didn't do it, but I'm just going to say it, and not everybody's going to agree with me. I knew since first season, because I did used to watch that show as well. Even, I think I watched first season. Like I said, y'all, I don't even like watch shows past that. I used to watch Empire as well. I stopped watching for a lot of people got sick of it. Okay, I think after the second season and a half, whatever, I did watch the first season, except the last. I'm like, I'll just be giving people one season, then I stop, and like I said, it's just so easy, to like fall off of the series, whatever. And so, but like I said, I'm starting to watch shows again. More, like especially the scripted series I prefer. Like The Shy, even though I know it's controversial and all that mess, whatever, depending on how I feel, I may watch that and review it. The prequel, whatever spinoff of Power, I don't think I'm gonna do that one, y'all. It's too overplayed. But I don't regret some of the shows I'm not watching them because it has been a lot of like over the top writing. Like, the problem is with some of these series is that the series is good and then eventually folded. Like, actually, y'all, I used to watch back in the day, I forgot what the first season out of 25 or 50 they got of what's that damn doctor show? I don't know, with Shonda Rhimes as well. I used to watch that too, on and off. And then eventually, after such and such a season, I stopped watching it. So like I said, I'm just getting more adjusted to now reviewing, recapping, and, besides, like, it's a couple reality shows, whatever, I like doing that. Heck, I even watched, if I could, a web series quicker. It was one that Ashley Miller was talking about, and then all of a sudden they had, like a couple episodes, and then they died, and that's the scary, this is one thing I had to confess. It's hard for me to get into series because a lot of times, sometimes the show is so good the first season that after a couple seasons, it dies out. And I'm so used to seeing that pattern with certain shows. And for example, you have, or have shows that are good and, and then they get canceled. And, that's how I got to the point, like, sometimes even with new show codes out there have been times that I sat there and I sat there and actually waited for a show after at least the third season and see how that is before I feel comfortable about possibly watching the show. Like, for example, I know it's sad, but I'm definitely thinking about doing that. This is This Is Us and All American and Queen Sugar, even though it was also a thing that I wanted to Oh, Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, that's a show. I used to watch that too in the beginning. And then on and off. And then, I've been kind of stopped watching that several years ago. And they still going, y'all. They are still going. But I've been stopped watching that show. And I have to take a chance. If a show's just not going, it's going to get canceled or goes bad after a couple seasons, then I'm just, that's just life. But that's what I'm saying. It's so noticeable. And y'all, for example, the last time I was committed to shows, because it's been a long time, whatever, right? Or I'll give seasons the first sentence, and then it seem like they cancel, they never have it again. For example, after I reviewed the season of Preacher Daughter, I deleted it because, like I said, it has some kid characters on there, and I was like, you know what, let me delete this with these rules coming up. Then I did, of course, the Real World Explosion. I'm not doing it again. The Real World used to be, when I watched it, whatever, I liked it at the time where it got to Hawaii and all that other stuff, whatever. But I'm not reviewing that show. Damn sure I ain't recapping that show. I did Explosion and having all these jackasses on my damn channel. No. And that block had a whole major block party for that. But, I'm trying to remember, y'all, but this is one of the things that irritate me as well. Remember, besides the controversy of Will Smith, now I watched the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air from the beginning to the end, okay? The last show, whatever. I even watched it, even though we ain't gonna bring up the Cosby Show. But Cosby so much, but I did watch that throughout the whole time to my childhood. But when Family Matters, I tried watching it through all the seasons, and I didn't know it was the last season, y'all. And they moved the Family Matters, I think, this channel 62 or CBS or something. They have moved that to a whole nother network. That's what I really used to be committed to. Except I don't think I've seen the last episode of Sister. But when Thank God Friday comes on, and you had all these, the cartoons and the shows, and what happened was, with Family Matters, they did that same okie dokie too. You got the mom that's been on there, even though the grandma, I don't know if the grandma was still on there, but the one that plays sister with the son named Richie or whatever, she kind of had faded, but, and even though they made the younger sister disappear, she went upstairs and never came back, I still have watched it, Family Matters, for several years. But once they moved it to another network, that already was, different to catch up with. But when they sat there, and I was like, they saying that Carl, the actor that plays Carl, saying that's Harriet. I'm like, that ain't Mama Harriet. That's an imposter. What type of shit is this? So I'm sitting here huh? When I seen this woman, she just sitting, and they, living room, or, they had a decent sized kitchen and up there, and she's talking. And I'm sitting here where is Harry? Because I don't think I see the intro, or maybe the intro. So, that's what I'm saying. And that's another problem, too, is when they sit there and have the show, and then they get rid of the people who made the show and the main character, okay? So after that, I don't think I watch that show too much anymore, because I was just offended. I already had to take and wake up and just see how, it's controversy with the lady played Aunt Vivian, the first one. But I'm just saying what was the controversy? Why did the actress, she in the game for long, she's a legend actress as well. But what happened to her? The one place with Sugar Mama on Proud Family. I think she's the voice of Proud Family, I found out. Why was she taken off and switched? You know what I mean? So, anyways, y'all, I know I'm just rambling on, but I was just saying about I, been so used to shows, even that go downhill where they cancel, even though they're good, or, they take off people, or the writing is so bad off. It's so easy to me, okay, let me just go to the next chapter, next show. But I'm learning that, there are some good shows, and, you just work it out again, because like I said, YouTube has comments and stuff, and sometimes I'm starting to slowly watch more movies again, because I didn't used to watch movies that much. You know what I mean? I watch comedy specials here and there, and YouTube series, and commentary on there, and watch reality shows, because I watched The Flavor of Love, which is a classic reality love show. And I watched for the first, especially the first 2 seasons, and like a couple episodes into like the season 3. But I definitely have watched it, like even parts of some real life, how this all started with Flavor getting his show, then the spinoff between him and Bridget, looped it up, and then him getting the spinoff. And knowing that both of the contestants that won Flavor Love are actually from Detroit. I never met neither one of them ladies that won, and I think one of the characters from Prince of Third Sense, they said, he's giving names. They had she was in a segment because she was getting like Botox in her underarms to stop the sweating. But yeah, so, and Flavor Flav had a restaurant here, but it got shut down. It was one of his restaurants, whatever, that he was here. Remember that he came out with restaurants like what, about 8-9 years ago? I forgot where it was at. Okay, but anyways, other than that, y'all, I'm about to get off here. You know me, I always be rambling. I didn't really have nothing too much else to say. Today, I wanted to talk about, so I'm gonna let y'all hear. Enjoy your green beans, tomatoes, or just enjoying your other day, waking up, and we're just gonna take it from there, and let's okay, but let me go ahead and get off here. Hugs and loves, and I'll see you. And like I said, be thankful. Be thankful, and let me go ahead and get off here. And hugs and loves, and God bless to everybody. And like I said, just the Thanksgiving, and just show gratitude and enjoy y'all time, your friends, your loved ones, whatever, or enjoy just reading a good book and enjoy life, y'all. Remember, I'll just say this word: it will get better. I'll look at it like this, and whatever's going through, it will get better. And I'll end it on that note. Hugs and loves, y'all. See y'all next video. Me, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The way it's going, y'all probably won't see me to damn near next week, okay? Y'all see my lovely face is still on a break. So I'm just like, I'm so used to, especially since this is like, quote, quote, one of the first winter holiday weeks, winter holidays that's coming, the winter holiday trio, Thanksgiving, Christmas, either or. You could fill in the blank or have it tied, because it could be either or. Hanukkah, Christmas, slash Kwanzaa, as well. Well, Kwanzaa, you can celebrate that, and Christmas. Well, I don't know too many besides my one of my YouTube cousins here. That's okay. I ain't about to bring that up. I don't know what somebody, but what I'm saying is, it's like there's at least a trio of holidays. So, and of course, you got New Year's Day. So, anyways, y'all, I'll see y'all next one. But like I said, since it's like one of these slow weeks or whatever, y'all may, like I said, maybe I'll pop back up in here next week. And then maybe if I don't start them next week, my goal, that's what I want. That's what I said it's going to happen. Y'all may start back, like, making up my reviews, get back on the track next week or something, including at least showing my face once or twice, whatever, next week or something, because I'm like, it's been, not just like it's been, I haven't been doing reviews and other things besides my, video journey, but also, too, I have not, like I said, did no reviews. I have not shown my face in over 2 weeks, and like I said, I'm behind 3 weeks again, so let me go ahead and get out of here. Alright, hugs and loves, God bless, whatever, good night.